Give me that smile.
I'm ready.
You gotta give me that smile. Let me see. I can't hardly see you. All right, yeah, you got next, bro.
I'm ready.
Okay. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good.
What's your name? Where you from and how old are you?
Sandra Myers, 54, Detroit, Michigan.
Are you from Detroit?
Yes.
What you doing out here in Greensboro?
It's a long story. When I was in Detroit, I was on drugs. And one day I decided I wanted to get clean. So I went to this place, and I didn't know it was a cult.
A cult?
Cult. They had us with buckets on the media in different places.
Right.
Get money. So when I found out that we had to do it to the preacher,
Do what?
sex, then he'll marry us off, the women off to the guys, I didn't like it.
Right.
So one day I said, fuck that. And when they were getting us the money, I took some out, and it was in Burlington. Went to the police, told the police, and the police took me back there, and they claimed they didn't know, but they knew because I had the bucket.
Right.
Then they took me to this shelter, and when I went to this shelter, this lady said no, so she said, and the next morning I end up down here at the Salvation Army.
Okay. So that's how you got to Greensboro. So let's get to know you a little bit. Let's talk about your childhood. Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
I got 6 brothers. I'm the 7th one. My mama, she was young. She was an alcoholic. And that I know of, she left and went back down south. Because we are originally born, Birmingham, Alabama. She was an alcoholic. And so
what about your father?
Daddy was cool. Daddy straight. Daddy raised all 7 of us and my 5.
Right. Okay, that's cool. That's good. So, you have any kids?
I have 5.
You got 5 kids?
I thought I was young when I had my first. I got 5. My first 2 are 10 months apart. I got 36, 32, 31, 25.
So all your kids are grown?
Yeah, I got my first one. He got his own daddy, and the other folk got their own daddy.
You got the same. Okay. So let me ask you something. Let's talk about how old were you when you started partying and hanging in the streets?
Her name was Denise, my daddy's sister.
No, I said how old were you when you started hanging in the streets and experimenting with drugs and alcohol?
I was 24 or 25.
When you first started, what was the first drug you tried?
Crack.
So you went straight crack? You didn't smoke weed, alcohol?
Oh yeah, I did. I smoked weed. I smoked weed first, and that's when I had the kids. But what fucked my life up
was what?
was crack. And that was my daddy's sister.
How'd that happen?
They had on my 21st birthday. She said she was gonna throw me a get-together thing. So we went to her house, and she did. Then she told me to stay, and I stayed. And after me and her, we cleaned up and stuff. And after we did that, I remember sitting on her bed. She had a glass bowl with the stem, and she was smoking out of it. And I was like, what's that? She was like, try it. And I tried it, and we tried it, and I've been hooked ever since.
Right, so you've been smoking crack now for 20-something years?
I've been smoking crack since, God, I'm 54 now.
Yeah, so it's been about 30 years then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, they ain't funny, but that's a long time.
Yeah.
Have you ever got clean?
Yeah, I have got clean, but when I got clean, I see people, but they have family supporting them and stuff, and I don't.
You ain't have that?
And I come back out.
Right. So what about now? You think about getting any help anytime soon?
Okay, believe it or not, God been good. Since I've been here, I volunteered at the RC for 4 years. I had to do so. I stayed up under that bridge from the RC.
Right up under.
Took mental health medicine. I had a little fox and a little damn rat. The little rat was on top eating food,
Yeah.
and the little fox was down
So
here.
you had to be part of it.
Yeah, you know, so I had to, bam, y'all.
So you still feed the fox?
Yeah, I had a
You feed
little
him?
rat. Yeah, look. But So one day the little fox came back limping.
The
And
fox
I was
came back
like-
limping?
Yeah, I was like, what your mama did? Your mama whooped your ass because you left home and brought somebody else.
You're playing with him.
Yeah, but my life was not good because
Right. So let me ask you something.
when I grew up,
Go ahead.
I grew up in Detroit, and that's when my mama had gave me away. She didn't give my brother, she gave me.
Gave you to who?
My mother gave me away to a foster home people. My daddy found me, he sent me to Alabama to my grandma and them. My granddaddy was shit.
Right.
And believe it or not, that's who my kids were.
By who?
Granddaddy,
Oh, what kids?
not 4.
So you had one baby by a man, somebody else, and then you went down to Alabama with your granddaddy, and he had sex with you.
Yeah,
And you got 4 kids by him.
Yeah, and then, I tried to tell her, she was all fat. I tried to tell her ass,
Who?
she didn't believe my grandma.
Right. So let me ask you something. How old was you when you went back down to Alabama?
Okay, when I went to Alabama, my daddy done found me, I was like, give or take 9 or 10.
How old were you when you first had your first baby by your granddaddy?
13.
You had your first
Going
baby at
on
13 years
14.
old? Right. And then you had,
Now my first baby, that's Theo.
he ain't by your granddaddy.
No, the last 4.
Okay, so how old was you when you were sleeping with your granddaddy?
Like 14. Right after I had him.
Right after you had your first one?
Yeah.
Then you had 15, 16, 17, 18.
Now, they not, you
So
know.
did you have any kids by your granddaddy after 18 years old? So you had 5 kids before you was 18?
Yeah.
Dang, that's sad.
And then I didn't have a mama
You didn't have nobody to groom you and
I
teach you.
didn't
and
have a mama to tell me about it. And my daddy did the best he could. You know, he did
Right.
not look, he did not deny me. Man, I just want to do this, y'all. But listen, he did not deny me in my childhood at all.
Right.
I graduated high school.
Did you ever tell
I'm a hell of a softball player.
Did you ever tell your daddy and your mama
Yeah, I did. I told my daddy.
about your granddaddy?
I told him. Okay, we had to go to court. Look, my grandma had the fucking nerve to tell me if she ever died. I did not know this. I could not come to her funeral. That bitch all of a sudden died. And when everybody went, when I was coming up, to go in, I noticed the preacher kept telling me to hold on. And they had me to wait. And they told me her wish was that she didn't want me at a funeral.
Dang, that's sad.
But
it's all
God
good.
is good.
God is always gonna be good. So let me ask you something. Dang, that's a sad story. So let me ask you something. If you have any regrets in life? Huh? You have any regrets?
I had one that I met this guy named Major. His name Demetrius Black.
Yeah, don't put. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, but I really don't have no regret. Because now God is good. I stay on 2326 South Holden Road.
You can't be putting your address on here neither.
Oh, my bad.
But you don't got no regrets. Right. A lot of people say they don't got no regrets because it made them who they are today. All the stuff they went through made you strong.
But I just want to say, please do not get on drugs.
Right. That's all about that. That was my last question. My next question was,
God.
Give the kids some advice not to never use
Listen,
drugs.
y'all. Look, if y'all, please, you know, weed is stuff bad enough. Please do not get on drugs. Because if you get on drugs, it is so hard to get off, and your life is gone. Your life is gone. Your life is gone. Your life is gone.
That's excellent advice,
Your life is gone.
and I appreciate it. I got a donation for you.
Please don't do it.
God bless you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.